Hello, my name is Salzgard. I'm not sure how many people are going to be watching this video, but I thought I'd try starting a YouTube channel, mostly focused around fantasy RPGs since that's kind of my thing. I'm not very good at this type of thing, public speaking and the like, but I thought it'd be something interesting to try out. I'll probably have longer videos because RPGs usually take quite a while. I'm guessing they'll probably be somewhere around an hour long, or I might just cut them off wherever it feels natural. I'll also probably make some cuts when it comes to anything like traveling a long distance with nothing happening, or something like a character creator, but I will show any important events that pop up. So for my first series, I'm going to be playing through all the Dragon Age games in order, and carrying over any important decisions, and keeping it as accurate or as complete as I can, carrying Origins over to 2, 2 over to Inquisition, and then maybe playing Dreadwolf whenever it comes out.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The Mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
I forgot to mention I'll mostly be trying to keep silent throughout any cutscenes or bits of audio unless something important comes up or there's something I want to comment on. I'm also using a couple of patches, mostly bug fixes. There's a RAM patch to make it so that things crash less often. There's also a general bug fix and a 2K graphics or resolution pack, and I'll link those all in the description. I've played through this game a few times before. I'm not super good at it. I'll probably make an elf mage. I'll probably be an arcane warrior because I really like being in melee, but I also like using mages and magic.
Greetings.
I'll probably cut here, and then once I get everything figured out, I'll start it up again and show off my character. So until then... Okay, I think I've gotten it figured out. It's not exactly a good-looking character, but I usually like messing around. I don't care too much about looks, but it's kind of funny in my opinion. So I'll probably do something like that. And then since I'm going for a arcane warrior build, I think I mostly want magic with a little bit of willpower. Probably something like that, I think. Or maybe a bit of constitution. Yeah, probably a couple points into constitution since I'm going to be a frontline warrior. No, eventually. I'll probably want combat training. I'll definitely want rock armor for some more defensives. Maybe a bit of healing for some utility. I usually play it on normal, but I'm thinking about maybe going hard for this playthrough. Maybe I'll learn a bit. Maybe I won't. Kind of hard to tell.
On a cliff overlooking the dark waters of Lake Calenhad stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice. Now, that apprenticeship is nearly over. All that remains is the final test, the harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium, ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the Dream Realm, the Fade, are drawn to you, and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
This is why the harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
It might be a bit of a boring way to play it, but I usually like to play my characters in a kind of neutral or kind of good or cooperative way. Unless it's an RPG that lets me go really crazy, then I'll probably end up being evil and killing everyone. But in this one, I'm gonna try and be a nice mage and get married to boy toy Alistair.
Know this, apprentice. If you fail, we Templars will perform our duty. You will die. This is Lyrium, the very essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you. And remember, the Fade is a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
The apprentice must go through this test alone, First Enchanter. You are ready.
This game's a bit old and the combat's kind of slow, so I don't expect any of these videos to do super well. It might gain popularity because of the upcoming RPG, the Veilguard, but I'm not really counting on that. And even if it isn't good, or well enjoyed, or widely enjoyed, I'm hoping that someone can, you know, find out about this game, maybe enjoy watching someone play it. And if they can't, then I guess these videos will just sit on the internet. Maybe it'll give me a chance to improve my talking, make me a bit of a better YouTuber in case I ever go and start making videos about something a bit more popular.
As you say.
Well, from what I've seen, most YouTubers start out this kind of way, being kind of awkward.
Very well.
Knowing my luck, I'll probably stay this way.
I shall.
Thankfully, most of these enemies here in the beginning are pretty easy.
It is begun.
Although I think this is the origin with the earliest enemies.
Someone else thrown to the wolves, as fresh and unprepared as ever. It isn't right that they do this, the Templars. Not to you, me, anyone.
Well, none of these choices really matter, they're mostly just flavor. So I'll be a bit more confident.
Well, you say that now. So have many others before you. Look at me. Look at what can happen. It's always the same. But it's not your fault. You're in the same boat I was, aren't you? Allow me to welcome you to the Fade. You can call me, well, Mouse. No, I don't remember anything from before. The Templars kill you if you take too long, you see. They figure you failed, and they don't want something getting out. That's what they did to me, I think. I have no body to reclaim, and you don't have much time before you end up the same. That has been said before, but you don't know the danger. There's something here, contained, just for an apprentice like you. You have to face the creature, a demon, and resist it. If you can. That's your way out. Or your opponents, if the Templars wouldn't kill you. A test for you. A tease for the creatures of the Fade. You would be a fool to just attack everything you see. What you face is powerful, cunning. There are others here. Other spirits. They will tell you more. Maybe help. If you can believe anything you see. I'll follow, if that's all right. My chance was long ago, but you may have a way out.
Oh, that guy's not suspicious at all.
Spirit is not
Wink
far.
wink.
Don't go near it unless you're ready to fight.
This first video might end up being a bit longer. I'm not sure exactly how long it takes since I've never timed it.
It is begun.
I'll probably just cover the entire Mage Tower opening for this video.
I shall do it.
I guess I'll talk with this guy first to try and get a weapon.
Another mortal thrown into the flames and left to burn, I see. Your mages have devised a cowardly test. Better you were pitted against each other to prove your mettle with skill, than to be sent unarmed against a demon. Indeed. The choice and the fault lies with the mages who sent you here. That you remain means you have not yet defeated your hunter. I wish you a glorious battle to come.
I need your help.
Of course. You are not the first mortal to seek my aid. I am not here to assist you, however. My purpose is to seek perfection, creating the ultimate weapon for the pursuit of valor. Without a doubt. In this realm, everything that exists is the expression of a thought. Do you think these blades be steel? The staves be wood? Do you believe they draw blood? A weapon is a single need for battle, and my will makes that need reality. Do you truly desire one of my weapons? I will give one to you, if you agree to duel me first. Valor shall test your mettle as it should be tested.
I'm not sure how well this battle will go on hard, and I could just talk my way out of it. Yeah, I'm a mage, so I shouldn't really be dueling people. I'll probably try doing willpower.
How dare you accuse me? I am no demon preying upon helpless mortals to steal their essence. I am a being of honor and valor. I am a warrior. You are insolent. But your will is unquestionably strong. Very well, mortal. You prove to me that you possess the strength to resist this demon. Go. Prove your worth as you must. I am confident you will succeed.
Of course I will. I'm the main character.
Quickly, we must fight! I shall do it. It shall be. Now you fall!
Well, this is the tutorial section, or the starting area, so I shouldn't be too surprised. But these guys are actually pretty simple.
Be cautious. There is another spirit here. Not the one hunting you, but still.
So, you are the mortal being hunted. And the small one, is he to be a snack for me?
I don't like this. He's not going to help us. We should go.
No matter. The demon will get you eventually. And perhaps there will even be scraps left.
I actually really like the design of the sloth demon in this section. It's a shame that you don't really encounter this type too often. Most of the time they're just enemies, from what I can remember.
Help you? Nothing can help you. Be gone. Surely you have better things to do than bother sloth, mortal. I tire of you already.
He sounds like a kind of lazy but sophisticated old man.
You have a very nice staff. Why would you need me? Go. Use your weapon, since you have earned it. Be valorous.
He looks powerful. It might be possible that he could teach you to be like him.
Like me? You mean teach the mortal to take this form? Why, most mortals are too attached to their forms to learn the change. You, on the other hand, little one, might be a better student. You let go of the human form years ago.
I don't think I'd make a very good bear. How would I hide?
Help me fight the demon.
It's true. I am quite powerful in this form.
No, that was the wrong one I was thinking of.
I welcome the opportunity, if it is my choice. The mages in the tower are quick to volunteer others, as you well know. I'll try. I'll try to be a bear, if you'll teach me.
That's nice. But teaching is so exhausting. Away with you now.
I told you he wasn't going to help us.
Time for some riddles.
You wish to learn my form, little one? Then I have a challenge for your friend. Answer 3 riddles correctly, and I will teach you. Fail, and I will devour you both. The decision is yours.
I kind of like the riddles, but since I've done them a few times before, I already know the answers.
Truly? Oh. Well, this gets more and more promising. My first riddle is this. I have seas with no water, coasts with no sand, towns without people, mountains without land. What am I?
It's a map because all of these features are drawn on it, but they don't actually exist as they should. There's a sea drawn on the map, but it doesn't actually contain any water. There's the coasts, there's no sand, towns without people, they're just drawn there.
Correct. Let's move on. The second riddle. I'm rarely touched, but often held. If you have wit, you'll use me well. What am I?
It's a tongue because you normally don't touch it, but when you're told to hold your tongue, or when you stop yourself from saying something that you shouldn't, you're holding your tongue. And if you're witty, then you'll use your tongue or your mouth well to speak.
Yes, your witty tongue. Fair enough. One more try, shall we? Often will I spin a tale, never will I charge a fee. I'll amuse you an entire eve, but alas, you won't remember me. What am I?
It's a dream because you'll have the dream, it'll have this whole story, and it won't charge you anything because it's just your dream and they happen however your brain makes them. And you'll be able to have the dream all night, and maybe it'll be amusing, maybe it'll be scary, whichever one. But more often than not, whenever you wake up, you'll either not remember it, or you'll forget it shortly after.
You are correct. Rather apropos here in Fade, no? But you've won my challenge and proven yourself an amusing distraction. So, I shall teach you my form. Now, listen carefully.
Like this? Am I a bear? It feels heavy.
Close enough. Go then, and defeat your demon, or whatever you intend to do. I grow weary of your mortal prattling.
I'm kind of curious why the sloth demon takes the form of a bear with spikes. Bears are supposed to be tougher. Maybe it's misunderstanding how many claws there are supposed to be. Well, whatever the case, it has a very nice design. Speaking of designs, I really like the design of the Fade in this game. It's mostly kind of empty, but there's the golden city off in the distance. I'm kind of hoping that we'll be able to explore it or something during Dreadwolf. I know they've said that they won't answer the question about whether or not there's actually a maker, but I think we could go into the Golden City without actually having to be told whether or not the god is real. I just kind of want to explore it because it's been in pretty much every game, or every game in some capacity. Always off in the distance. They're always teasing it. Okay, I'll deal with that one. He can go off and try to take care of that one.
As you say.
Oh, there's more of them. I always forget. But he can take most of them. Sadly, it doesn't seem like I'll level before I actually get to the boss, or the demon. And in the very conspicuous circle of fire from near the beginning with that lyrium vein is where I'll find the boss.
Is a spirit of rage.
Usually whenever you see a guy with the yellow name, that means he's some sort of tougher or important boss type.
And so it comes to me at last. Soon I shall see the land of the living with your eyes, creature. You shall be mine, body and soul.
Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin.
Amusing. Have you not told it of our arrangement, Mouse?
We don't have an arrangement. Not anymore.
Oh. And after all those wonderful meals we have shared, now suddenly the mouse has changed the rules?
I'm not a mouse now, and soon I won't have to hide. I don't need to bargain with you.
We shall see.
How suspicious. This person who has somehow lost their body but not been eaten, who has some sort of arrangement with a demon. I wonder what could possibly be up with him. I guess I'll deal with the ads first, and the bear can tank the demon.
Now we do battle.
Hopefully he can deal with it. He's taking a lot of damage.
It shall be done.
Oh, I forgot I had a heal. Oops.
I shall.
Well, a bit too late to remember that. I'm
Now we do
not
battle.
very good at remembering stuff.
For the food.
But it shouldn't be a big deal. I can take down the demon by myself now.
Very well.
It's kind of funny that the bear
Now
got
we do
killed and I won't.
As you say.
But I guess that's to account for the fact of maybe not having the bear as a helper.
You actually did it! When you came, I hoped that maybe you might be able to... But I never really thought any of you were worthy.
That was a bit too easy.
That is because you are a true mage. One of the few. The others, they never had a chance. The Templars set them up to fail, like they tried with you. I regret my part in it. But you have shown me that there is hope. You can be so much more than you know.
A true mage with 3 spells who almost got killed by a demon in the testing area. Anything to survive.
I am what the Fade has made me. Am I to blame for that? Deciding to exist or not exist is not a fair choice. I had no hope. You have shown me other possibilities. If you want to help, there may be a way for me to leave here, to get a foothold outside. You just need to want to let me in.
Letting something in. I wonder what could possibly want that. It's not like I was warned about a demon that would try and possess me. Perhaps that demon that I just killed wasn't the test.
What? What do you... Of course it was. What else is here that could harm an apprentice of your potential? You are a smart one.
Simple killing is a warrior's job. The real dangers of the Fade are preconceptions, careless trust, pride. Keep your wits about you, Mage. True tests never end.
He was a biggin. A pride demon.
Are you alright? Say something, please.
God, my character's face is so stupid. I don't think we really see a pride demon too often in this game. I like the designs they have in these ones. I'm not a big fan of what we've seen so far in the Veilguard with their weird neon light, more incorporeal thing. I prefer the big, bulky, ogre-like, armored pride thing. I just feel like the largeness of it conveys the concept of pride a lot more than whatever the hell they've got going on in the new one. But I guess we'll have to see how the game turns out. I can put that type of stuff aside as long as it's fun with an interesting story.
It's me, Qwinn. Calm down. Just try to relax. Oh, I'm glad you're alright. They carried you in this morning. I didn't even realize you'd been gone all night. I've heard about apprentices who never come back from harrowings. Is it really that dangerous? What was it like?
Well, sadly you'll never find out, but I can tell you it's kinda harrowing.
Is that why they don't tell us what it's about? I know I'm not supposed to know, but we're friends. Just a little hint and I'll stop asking, I promise. Really? That's it? That makes sense. They want to see if you can resist a demon and stop yourself from becoming an abomination. And now you get to move to the nice mage's quarters upstairs. I'm stuck here and I don't know when they'll call me for my harrowing.
Spoiler. Never.
I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes I think they just don't want to test me.
Correct.
I've been ready for a long time. I'm afraid they don't want me to take the test. You do the harrowing, the rite of tranquility, or you die. That's what happens.
He acts a bit whiny in this game. There's a few characters in this game like that. Kinda reminds me of Alistair.
I shouldn't waste your time with this. I was supposed to tell you to see Irving as soon as you woke up.
I'll go and talk to him. Not immediately.
Better not keep him waiting. We can speak later.
Did you hear anything?
We can speak
Is she
later,
alright?
but I'm gonna get
Is she
some
awake?
loot.
Why do you...
Gotta loot all the stuff.
Are you best friends now?
I
I'm
may
just
be good,
curious.
but as long as I don't get
Grandpa
punished for
Helen
taking
said it was the
something,
quickest
I'm not
thing
being
this
evil.
town has ever seen.
As you say.
Yeah, that's right, you lose the staff that you get in the Fade because it's not real.
It shall be done.
Did you hear?
It is begun.
One of the nice things about this area is that you can loot everything you find. Some of the other beginnings, like well, basically all the other beginnings, can have areas that have locked chests because of the ability to start as a rogue with lockpicking. But since you're only a mage in the mage tower, you don't run into anything that's locked since you can't learn lockpicking.
It is begun.
I guess they could have added in some sort of locked chest, some sort of grand-looking thing that you'd wonder, oh, why is this here? And then you could come back later on and find it, and suddenly, or finally, be able to unlock it.
Concentrate. Put
Fire me!
If I put all my power behind this spell, you would
I am not working.
Here, it is a weakness that
Okay, the first level. I get distracted way too easily. Probably 1 constitution for a bit more health, and then a bit more one more magic and 1 willpower. I'm gonna kind of try and balance them between those things. Well, dexterity is one of the stats. Chance to hit, dodge. I've just never found dexterity that important. I guess I can put a point into dexterity, or 2 points into dexterity, just for that chance to hit and dodge. Probably Winter's Grasp. It's nice to be able to freeze something. Heroic Offense will be good for later on, but I'll get lots of skill points. I guess Spell Wisp could be kind of good, but since we're on hard, I might want something with a bit more utility, like freezing enemies.
should you face a demon with your will wavering,
I'm gonna go around collecting as many of these codexes as I can, but usually people don't care too much about going through them, so I don't think I'll look over them. Well, unless there's something quest relevant, like a quest codex. Although, I'm usually not very good at figuring those ones out anyways.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Qwinn, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
Hello there.
Ah, if it isn't our new sister in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is she.
She is me.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, then, where was I? Oh, yes. This is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
Pleasure to meet you, my lord.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the king's army at Ostagar.
Yes, be good. Defend
With
Ferelden.
the Darkspawn invading, we need all the help we can get, especially from the Circle.
None of these responses are what I would personally like to choose, but I guess I'll choose one.
Of course not. I wished to congratulate you on a successful end to last night's ordeal. The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the circle of Magi.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what is this phylactery?
Blood is taken from all apprentices when they first come to the tower, and is preserved in special vials.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
Thank you.
It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
The issue with not discussing it with others is that I've kinda already done that and broken the rule. But can't pick up spilt milk, or take back, whatever the saying is. I'll do that.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
Of course. Duncan is like he's going to be like a father to me.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
But first, before I take you to your room, I'll go and do some more looting. Because that is more important than anything. Well, for me at least. Others might disagree. Books. Storage cabinet. I'm not sure if there's an optimal start for getting resources, but it seems like this has a pretty good variety of stuff.
As you say.
I'm not sure how codexes work. Well, I know how they work, but I'm not sure if you're able to get the codexes from any starting area, even if you don't play through that starter or origin. Like, if there's a codex for magic in the Mage's Tower, I'm not sure if you'd be able to get them as a dwarf in some other area, or if you'd just be locked out of it. I assume you'd be able to find some other area where they would keep the codex, but I've never been able to get all of them myself. I'm never too sure when it comes to stuff like this, because magic, what does magic do? Affinity, increases spell power, potency, 1 spell power per magic, increases potency of stuff. So 1 magic is 1 spell power, but it also increases the potency of healing potions. I just don't see any reason why I'd want 1 magic instead of 2 spell power right now, especially since I don't use too many potions, and since I have a healing spell. But I'll put the Mage's Robes on, since it has 1 willpower and 1 magic, which is a straight up upgrade. It also looks a bit fancier. Oh god, that face only a mother could love. Or Duncan, since he is my father.
Thank you for walking with me. I'm glad for the company.
No problem. Let's just move along.
Let's.
He sounds a bit aggressive there. I'll talk to Qwinn, my handsome boy. I'll be seeing you in later games.
Oh, hello. I'm glad to see your harrowing went smoothly.
But I'll flirt with him.
What? I'm fine. I'm just glad you're alright, you know?
He has a bit of a crush on you.
Maybe some, but not me. It's my duty to hunt down apostate mages, but I do so with a heavy heart. Oh, you're not distracting? I mean, you are, but, well, you're not. I mean, you can talk to me anytime if you want. Yes. Maybe we can talk another time. You can, come and talk to me anytime you like.
Sadly, I don't think that'll be happening in this game, but I'll be talking to you plenty in Inquisition. More loot. It doesn't matter how useful it is. Loot is loot. But it's not a loot. Loots are for people who play instruments. Well, I guess that's everything in here. So off to Duncan's room to have a little chat with him. After I loot his cabinet. Can I talk with him?
Thank you for escort.
Oh, why should I talk with him before? I thought... Oh. Well, I misremembered. I thought I was able to have a chat with him once he got to his room. Oh, look who it is. Qwinn.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving? Very funny. I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning? We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here. I've been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me, please.
Another suspicious man. These mages, so untrustworthy.
We should be safe here.
We can see the door from here. If anyone comes, we'll change the subject.
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
My condolences.
Very funny. I wish that was the only thing I needed to talk about. Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
Oh no. Anyways.
Is it? It's just another kind of death. They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
Well, it could be better. You could be a tranquil and then get made into a magical skull to find a bunch of stupid collectible crystals. But that's for another game.
I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
I am going to be a nice, proper mage who follows the law, doesn't help this scum. So I cannot be involved.
You're just walking away?
It's all right, Qwinn. There's always a way. We must have faith. I understand your reluctance, and I can only beg you won't violate our trust.
I am going to violate it so hard.
Our lives depend on your silence. Pretend we never spoke, and if you can find it in your heart, wish us luck and pray for us.
The way that you go about this sadly doesn't really matter. It'll lead to the same outcome, but I prefer the flavor of this way, or this route, instead of just agreeing and then not talking to Irving. Because if you talk to him, well, you'll see.
Ah, there you are. I ran into Duncan. You seem to make a good impression. He was pleased to have met you.
And I was pleased to meet him.
You should speak to him more if you get the chance. He's a wise and learned man.
I would have liked to.
No, you haven't seen your friend Qwinn since this morning, have you? I wanted to know if he was feeling all right. He seemed nervous when I spoke to him. He avoided my gaze and seemed ready to bolt. You wouldn't know what brought about this behavior, would you?
Time to snitch on him. I wanted to talk to you about that.
I'm here now. Tell me what this is about.
He knows.
And I presume his lover Lily told him about this. Yes, I've known for some time. Now, I know Qwinn discussed something with you today. What did he say?
He wants to escape.
So you realize Qwinn is breaking the Circle's rules? I commend your loyalty. If he wishes to destroy his phylactery and escape, help him do it.
Yes. Help him destroy it. What could possibly go wrong?
I could simply report Qwinn to the Templars, but Lily has also broken her vows and must face like consequences. For this, we need irrefutable proof of her crime. The Chantry will stand behind her, claiming she has been framed or is in the thrall of a blood mage. There must be no doubt in their minds that she helped him voluntarily.
I don't think that catching them like that would actually disprove the fact that she was a thrall. If she was a thrall, then she could have been commanded to help him do it. Proving that she was there doesn't prove that she's not being commanded, as far as I'm aware. And I feel like doing all this just to try and prove that she's doing this isn't really worth the risk that you're actually taking. But you're first enchanter Irving, so sure. That one.
She is as guilty as Qwinn. I refuse to see him suffer while the Chantry shelters her. Every so often we must remind the Chantry their members are not as perfect as they pretend. Tell Qwinn and Lily you will aid them. Help them enter the repository. If that is what they intend, we will catch them red-handed. No one will be able to dispute the severity of their crimes.
Well, yeah, the church has some bad Chantry, who don't want to get religious here. The Chantry has some bad members, but I don't think that... Well, I guess he doesn't know exactly what Qwynn's doing with what he's doing, but I won't spoil that much.
Go. Convince them you will risk all for their cause. I will be outside the repository with a contingent of Templars. Let them see the mischief into which their initiate led our student. Perform well, and your dedication will be rewarded.
So I went and told Qwinn that I would not help him at all, and that my loyalties were to the Circle first. So now I have to convince him that I'm not actually loyal and that I'm going to help him. Why would anyone ever believe that?
If you're not going to help, leave me alone.
Forgive Qwinn. He can be surly. But why have you returned? Please say you've changed your mind.
Well, I mean, of course. But instead of saying, you have my word, I'll just, be kind of vague and sound suspicious.
Thank you. We will never forget this.
I'm technically not lying to them, I'm just not telling the whole truth.
I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first enchanter and knight commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
If you can think that way, then wouldn't they also be thinking about that? They would surely, obviously, have some way to prevent magic from being cast on the door.
We have no choice. We cannot get our hands on both keys. I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Qwinn doesn't release such things to apprentices.
Let's do it.
We should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
Yes, you'd only slow me down.
Our prayers go with you.
Don't worry, I got a trustworthy face with trustworthy eyes. You can trust me. I could go and talk to Owen first, but I know that he's going to want some sort of request form, and I know that she's going to give it to me. So I'll talk to her first. What's that door over there?
That leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon. But of course, you know this.
Yes. Can I look inside of it?
No, I can't let anyone in there just now.
No, it's kind of suspicious. Why wouldn't they let some mage go in rummaging around?
There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe.
I don't know why our character can just accuse this person of being suspicious. If I were to go into some place that's basically like a military base, and then go into a storeroom asking to walk around, I don't think I'd question them when they say, no, you can't go in.
Yes, but I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes.
Just say you're not allowed to be in there. Stop sounding so suspicious.
Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how they got in there, but it's probably my fault. I was promoted to senior enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent.
A fortnight ago? Where are we dropping? That's probably a stupid joke. I don't know if that'll land with anyone who's actually watching this. If there's anyone doing it.
I could use some, I'm sure. I've been too busy with my new duties. I haven't been able to deal with the spiders. If you cleared them out for me, I would owe you a favor. A big one. Wonderful. Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
Damn, too bad I don't have any sort of firestorm to burn it all to the ground. But I'll make sure that I loot everything I can, because for some reason this is not stealing. I didn't get a form saying I could do it, but I also wasn't told that I couldn't. So, more stuff for me. Plop down another save, because we're not in the very beginning tutorial area, so this will probably be a bit more challenging. Especially since they can pop out and spray webs and overwhelm you. Literally. Oh, shit.
What manner of beast is this?
I'm not scared of spiders, but that spider just kind of popped out of nowhere. And there's the overwhelm.
I shall do it, as you say.
Did quite a bit of damage, but as long as I'm not facing more than two of them, it should be fine. And there's another spoder.
I shall do it.
I never freeze.
It shall be done.
No web. Their regular attacks aren't too dangerous, but when they can incapacitate you and overwhelm you, it can be kind of iffy.
Don't give them the advantage! We must gain the advantage!
I don't know why she keeps on talking about the advantage, or why she's talking about we. Can she see someone else that I can't?
Very well.
Or maybe she's breaking the third wall, because she's responding to my orders. Maybe she realizes that I exist.
You must fight together to do it quickly.
Freezing's just really nice, because it incapacitates them for a little bit. And taking an enemy out of the combat for a bit is pretty useful. I'm probably going to have my mage, a support mage, a warrior, and a rogue for some crowd control. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, I did not kill that guy. Resisted? Oh. I was not paying enough attention to my health there. Oops. That was a stupid way to die. They didn't even overwhelm me, and I still died. Oh, thankfully it's not too far back, so I can just go through this all again. But I'll have to keep a closer eye on my health.
Now we do battle. I shall do it.
And another freeze. Oops. And a heal just to make sure I don't die. I could wait some more in between fights to try and let myself recover, but that'd be a bit too smart. It's not like I'm playing a tactical game or anything. Who needs tactics? This time I'll probably try and deal with the one spider before I pull the other. There's probably some way I can split them up. And there's the overwhelm. It's kind of brutal. You'd think that would do more damage than what it does. I barely took any damage, but it was tearing into my chest. One spider instead of two. Much more manageable.
No quarter justice.
And there's the overwhelm. There's a heal just to be safe. And dead easily. Cowl. Put down a save just to be careful. And there's one spider, two spiders. Poisonous spider should probably be dealt with first. And well. Oh. Taking a lot of damage. I need to put a health poultice on my bar. I probably could have done without the whole health poultice, but better safe than sorry. I'm almost done here, so it'd be kind of stupid to get killed. I think I'll actually cut this video off after I'm done helping this person out, so we can pick it up another day, or another video. This video is probably going on for a while. Don't want it to be too long. And that's all the enemies dealt with. And talk to her.
You're back. Are the spiders gone?
They're all dead. Dead. They're all dead.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. You've saved my hide, I'm sure. And I owe you a favor, so if you need anything, I'll be here. Thanks again.
Okay, so that's everything for this video. Thanks for anyone who was watching. I hope you enjoyed my playthrough. Also, thanks for putting up with my commentary and all that. If you liked the video, give the video a like, and subscribe, leave a comment, give me any tips or thoughts about the video, or any tips on how to improve my commentary, since I'm kind of new to this. And have a good day.